Come here. Hello everybody, it's Liam here, and today I decided to do a weird video because, I'm gonna be doing my coming out story. And we're gonna go on an adventure today with this. So I started realizing things were different, obviously from a young age and stuff. Obviously that happens, cool, whatever. But we're going to get to the part more so telling my ex and telling my family and telling all my friends and stuff. So I went to a treatment facility, and this all happened within the last couple months. So about 2 months ago, I went to a treatment facility, and so I went to a treatment facility, and while I was there, I used a different name and different pronouns, and right before I went there, I told now she's my ex, but I told them that I thought I was, I told them that, and they were like supportive, but there was also an occurrence from months prior where I tried telling them the same information and they got very judgmental and stuff, so that was an experience in itself. So I used different name and pronouns in my treatment place, and so I went by Liam and he, him the entire time, and I felt crazy good doing that. Then move forward to the same day I got out of treatment, about 3 weeks. I was sitting there, and me and my sister, like I had told my sister over the phone while I was in the facility, my older sister, and we were sitting there, and I accidentally said the name I had been going by like 4 times, explaining what they were telling me, and I was like, shoot, somebody's gonna notice, like my mom has to notice. She didn't, but then I went, and my sister was like, she has to figure it out sometime, like it's better just to do it now. And I was like, you know what, you're right, like it probably is. And so I let my sister go to Walmart and tell her for me, and all I got from my sister was that she walked away, my mom walked away and said, I'm taking a walk, I'll be back, and just left for a little bit, which I find hilarious because obviously. Then they went back to my sister's, and my mom kind of just talked to me, asked me questions. It was very sad and very, just trying to like understand, I guess. Then after that, on my birthday, I broke up with my girlfriend at the time, and that was very difficult for me. And so yeah, it was just, I'll do another story time on that eventually, but literally just tore me apart while I was there. And because my sister was near the place, so we were just staying at her house, and I was just like very upset. And so I was like, maybe I should just start living with my sister, like that might be so much better. And I was like, that's probably the best idea. So I was talking to my mom, and my mom was like, you're gonna have to give your dad a reason why you're just leaving. And so I was like, okay. And I decided I'll get on the plane, I'll go. And they were like, if you tell him that you are a boy, he probably will be okay with you staying up here. So I was thinking about it, and I said, I'm gonna go take a walk. I wasn't having a good time. I was very distraught, and my mind was all over the place, and so then I went out and I took a walk, and I was walking around this neighborhood I'd never been in, going down all these streets and stuff, and it was crazy. I was like finding all these places, and then I sat down in front of a Jiffy Lube on the bench they have out front, and I just sat there, and I watched a cop car drive past me and I was just sitting, just like looking, and I was like, wow, this is something. And during this time, I had not known, but my sister started messaging me, and I said, she's like, where are you? Like, come home. We're gonna all talk about this and everything. And then I was like, I'll start walking back now. Like, I had already walked like a mile or so. So I said, I'll start walking back now. And it was like closer to 11 o'clock now, like PM. And so I start walking back, and I get a message from from my sister. And my sister said, hey, me and Mom are having a chat in like your niece's room. Please just like stay in the living room. And I was like, that's really weird. What? And so I decided to just listen to what she said, and I stayed in the living room. And then they walked out, and they said, well, Dad knows now. And I just sat there and I looked at them like blankly, and I was like, wait, what? And they were like, yeah, Dad knows now. It's like out of the bag. He was just very confused. He was just like very, like, he just woke up like at 11. He was already asleep. So they were like, he was just very confused, and I felt really bad and guilty, and it felt like a lot was on my chest, and it didn't feel like it was lifted. It felt like it was like more put on there, more stress. And I ended up the next day getting on the plane. Getting on the plane and going home, and everything was fine. But then my counselor, I told her, and I started telling more people at school, and everybody started calling me the right things except the teachers. And so my guidance counselor at the school called me in, and she was like, hey, I was just emailing your counselor, like we are keeping in touch and everything, but she was using different pronouns for you and a different name, and I just want to make sure you're comfortable here, like just talk to me. And so basically I told her everything that had happened, and I was like, yeah, I am using different stuff. And she's like, I'll send out an email right now and I'll like tell everybody. And so I was like, okay. And then that same day, teachers started asking me if that's what I wanted, and I was like, yeah. And it was just like really nerve-wracking and scary, I guess, because this all happened not too long ago. It was a couple weeks ago. Everybody was super supportive that I know of right now. There are people who are still just kind of like avoiding it and not really talking about it, which I think is fine. And then the next person I think I came out to was my niece. So that was a whole fun thing. I messaged her and I said, and she's about my age, she's like a year younger than me, and I said, hey, listen, so the reason why my name in my bio changed and all this, well, like obviously I am like trans, and I'm just like using all this stuff, and it's making me comfortable, and I was super like thrilled about that, and I just thought it was cool. And she was like, that's so cool, like that's perfectly fine. And then my mom ended up telling her mom, and I don't want to get into that because I was very upset that I didn't get to tell like them. So my niece and her mom told my brother, because her mom's my sister-in-law, and I told my brother, and then everybody just kind of knew, and they're all being okay about it. We have ups and downs all the time because of it, but other than that, it's kind of okay. It's becoming more of like a normal thing. I am just proud to like be able to do this in 2020. And as I was saying before this, like about a year before this all happened, I was trying to come out to people then, but nobody took on my name, nobody would listen to me, and so I just gave up on it, I guess. I didn't really know how to like fix that, and then when I was actually being called what I wanted to be at the treatment place, it really opened my eyes to like everything, and yeah, it just felt really, really nice. And, you know, my parents still don't use the right stuff because they're more old school, and I'm not gonna just force them to use the right things right now because I graduate in a year. But yeah, that's how I pretty much told everybody, and that's how everything really happened. It's been an adventure. 2020 has for sure been an adventure. Oh my goodness. Also, if you don't know who this is my puppy Mabel. She's a standard poodle, but she's not big yet. But she decided to join in this video and eat my strings, I guess. And so yeah, I think that's all I have for today. Please like and subscribe if you want more content like this, and leave some suggestions of what kind of videos you want to see down in the comments below. This is the second video on my channel, so obviously not a lot of people are gonna see it or anything, but yeah, just leave a comment down below, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.